Okay, welcome guys to our team call. We have a very special speaker tonight. I think it's the first time that Dave has done one of our team calls. Let me mute up everyone here first. Okay. So Dave Schmidt is my upline coach. He's all of our upline coach. He's been a coach probably a year longer than I have, and he's like 2 levels above me. He is a 3-star diamond coach lifetime. He has 65 months as in Success Club 5, and he is a Success Club 10 All-Star. And he's going to talk to us tonight about how to make Success Club a non-negotiable. So, it's just 65 months. So, just think about, how long that is that he's been hitting Success Club. That was like before Facebook was even invented, he was hitting Success Club. So, Dave, if you want to take it away, take yourself off of mute there. Or I can do it. There you go.
There we go. Welcome, guys. Okay. I've never done one of these live webinars before, so it's kind of an honor. And I'm glad to share what I've been using. I hope it can be of use to everybody. So I'm going to try my best to do this right and not go around in circles. And I hope everyone really takes away from this something that's going to help them with their business. So, yeah, I've been in Success Club a long time, and what Greg, you were just saying, takes me back. I remember we didn't have challenge packs and stuff like that. And customers used to only give us 1 point and all this kind of stuff. So, yeah, it has been quite a long time. And I'm still using pretty much the same tactics. And I've picked up some new ones as well. And the more I thought about this, I realized that it's more than just using some strategies and good practices. You really need a strong, solid foundation, a business foundation, if you're going to build a business in general. So I'm going to get a little preachy and talk about that because I think it's important. Even if you hit Success Club once, if you want to continually hit it, you have to have a good foundation, or you're going to struggle getting back into it. And then I'm also going to talk about getting into the right mindset of hitting Success Club as well. Okay, because you got to think positive, you got to think success, and it makes a big difference. I'm going to go over a few things that you shouldn't do as well that might become obstacles in your quest to hit Success Club, okay? So I think one of the things that holds people back, coaches, is they don't have a very solid business routine. And what I mean by that is you have to work your business every day, and you have to press play on your business every day, just like you would do a fitness routine. Bob and Betty want to lose 40 pounds in 90 days, but they only want to work Tuesdays and Thursdays. They don't want to follow the nutrition plan because that's a lot of work. And they don't want to invest in Shakeology because they think they can do just well on their own. It's not very realistic. They're not going to hit those 40 pounds in 90 days. And probably they won't even keep up with that Tuesday, Thursday routine for 90 days. There's just no commitment there. There's no consistency. So it kind of surprises me when I see people who want to be successful at building their coach business. But if I ask them when they work their business, they'll just say, well, I work it the other day, and I try to do what I can. And those are such vague answers. You can't do that. So if you want to be successful just in general, you have to have a business routine. So if I were to ask coaches, what time of the day do you do your workout, for example? I think a lot of people would know exactly when they work out, right? They say, I wake up, I do my workout at 5:30, and then I shower and go to work, or I come home, make dinner, put the kids to bed, and I work. They know exactly when they're going to press play on their fitness routine. But if I was to ask a coach, well, what day and time do you work your business? A lot of times I don't get a straight answer. And I think that's kind of the problem. So it's a bit of a paradigm shift. You have to kind of think of your business as a routine that you show up and you press play, even on days that you don't necessarily want to, just like you would with the workout, and you would do a lot better with reaching your goals. So if you're just kind of all over the place, it doesn't work as well. You'll be like Bob and Betty, who just work out on Tuesdays and Thursdays and think that they're going to hit Success Club and build a strong business. So I have kind of a little homework assignment for everybody. What I want everyone to do by Sunday is to get in touch with their sponsor and let your sponsor know when you're going to do your power hour. And a power hour, if you don't know, is simply 60 minutes devoted to Beachbody work, no distractions, period, okay? And if you don't have 1 hour block, then just choose 2 half-hour blocks, okay? This is kind of a test. I want to see who is really devoted to themselves and who are serious in building the business, because you can't be like Bob and Betty, who's only going to work out when they feel like it and be successful at the same time. You have to be committed to your business. You have to press play. If you already schedule a power hour, schedule an additional power hour. If you want to schedule a power hour every day of the week, you can do that as well. But you have to know, I think this is important. You have to know exactly when and what time you're going to work on your business, just like you would do to work on your fitness. It's exactly the same. So I want everyone to do that. In fact, Greg, maybe we can put up a list of some kind and people can kind of report in and put in what they have scheduled, okay? Because it's really important. So you got to press play on your business every day, okay? And it makes a huge difference. And I think if you start incorporating that practice, and you know what, everybody can do it. I know everyone can do it because you did it with your fitness routine. You've probably gone through a fitness routine. You got great results. Why was that? Because you showed up every day. You did your nutrition as best of your ability every day. You did your Shakeology, your support group. You showed up at a specific time and did your workout. Just take all those principles you use in your fitness routine, your success, the commitment, the passion, the dedication, the willpower, the determination, all that stuff you've done for your fitness routine, just put it over here on your business routine and do exactly the same. And you will do good. You'll have that consistency. Every effort you put in will compound, and you will get a good result out of it. But if you're not scheduling your time and your days, then you're not being committed to it. You're just being like Bob and Betty, who just kind of half-assing it, okay? So that's all I'm going to say on that. That's just in general good practice if you want to be successful at building a business and you want to reach somewhere and hit some goals, okay? The other thing is you have to run a challenge group every month, or at least you have to invite to a challenge group every month. Even if you don't have people who show up in your challenge group, you have to. If you ran a business, you couldn't just simply close the doors because it's slow that day. Oh, it's slow, I'm going to close my doors, because you can't do that. You need visibility. So you need to always be inviting to a challenge group and either hosting it or co-hosting it with the team. And I actually recommend doing a smaller group as well. Some people do like a 5-day or 7-day free fitness challenge. I myself do a 5-day clean eating challenge, and I tie Shakeology into that, so they have to buy 5 packs off me. That actually works really well for me because, let's face it, Bob and Betty may not be ready for a challenge pack and a challenge group. That can be too intimidated, but they can do this 5-day free clean eating challenge or whatever it is you have set up. So it just gives another opportunity to bring people into the Beachbody world. Okay, so I kind of recommend that. The other thing for a solid foundation is if you want to hit Success Club, you have to, in fact, if you want to build a business in general, you have to continually find and build a prospect list. You cannot expect to have 3 good contacts and hit Success Club that month, okay? It doesn't really happen that way. I mean, yes, I've been able to convert a prospect to a challenge pack in as little as 3 weeks, but usually it takes me 2 months myself to go from a prospect to a customer. And what helps is to have a lot of prospects. So if you're someone who's saying, I've talked to everyone I know, I don't know anybody else, or you're saying one of those excuses, you need to stop. You need to do some training and webinars specifically on prospects, because you want as many as possible. Because let's face it, Bob and Betty, they're going to decide to do this challenge group or to do this challenge pack when they are ready, okay? You don't want to be in a position where you're hoping and pleading that someone's going to buy this challenge pack so you hit Success Club that month. So solid foundation is you have to have lots of prospects. You have to be continuing that list and finding ways to cultivate or, to propagate your list so you have a lot more contacts, because you don't want to be dependent on a select few, okay? So that's all I'm saying about setting the foundation, because if you have that, then you got something to build upon, okay? You're working your business every day. You're being consistent. You're creating contacts, follow-ups, relationship building. Things are going to work out so much better. You're going to build a much better business because of it. So the next part I just want to go into is having the right mindset of a success builder. I would say the first thing you have to do is get rid of all the negative junk that's in your head. You cannot have any doubts or self-limiting beliefs. I think this sabotages people before they even get started. You can't think to yourself, oh, I'm never going to hit Success Club. I don't know if I can hit Success Club. This is too hard. I don't have enough time. You got to throw out all that crap, all those excuses out, and just assume it. I'm going to hit Success Club, okay? May not know when, okay? That's not the issue. It's that you're going to because you're dedicated to doing it. It's sort of like a fitness routine, okay? You don't know if you're going to lose a bunch of weight and hit your goal weight, but you're going to do it. You're going to put all that negativity aside from what you're telling yourself, maybe what other people are telling you, and you're just going to stick to the plan. You're going to work. You're going to press play on your business every day, and you're going to get Success Club. It's just going to happen. So you got to think positive, okay? Now, say September 1st hits. It's early in the month. The worst thing you can do is say, oh, it's early in the month. I'm going to start working Success Club in a few days or whatever, right? And now it's September 5th, and you just lost 5 days, okay? You can't procrastinate. You have to press play. That would be like saying, oh, I'm going to start my my workout next week. You know, it's still early in the month. I got time. You can't do that. You got to press play on your business every day. So you don't want to procrastinate. In fact, when I start working for Success Club for the month, I actually start working it in the last month, okay? I'm already working Success Club for the following month, weeks before. I don't wait till the first of the month to start hitting it. So it should be a constant thing that you're working towards, and you just cannot procrastinate. And here's a little tip that I like to share that I've always used. I like to pretend, I like to think that I'm 1 day behind on everything. I'm 1 day behind on doing that video. I'm 1 day behind on that follow-up. I'm 1 day behind on X, okay? I always have this mentality that I'm 1 day behind because for me that creates hustle, okay? That's not like a pressure thing. Maybe if you think it sounds like a pressure thing, for me it's a hustle. It creates action. It's like, oh, I'm 1 day behind from putting up that Facebook event invite, okay? So that's my little hustle. And I don't know, you could try that out, but the 1 day behind for me just keeps me in motion, okay? Because that's what you want to be doing is press and play in your business, always cultivating people and working on things, okay? The other thing is you cannot give up, okay? I've seen a lot of times, even with my coaches, they have 4 points, and there's 5 days left in the month, and they're like, I don't have any prospects, I'm giving up, okay? And they throw up a poo-poo party, okay? You cannot give up on Success Club. There's been many months where I pulled rabbits out of my hat because, I assumed I'm going to get it, and I'm going to keep working towards it. I'm not going to give up, and I hit Success Club. And even if you don't hit Success Club, every day that you didn't give up, that you followed up with customers, you followed up with leads, you were doing inviting, all it's going to do is give you momentum for the following month, okay? So that's why I tell my coaches, don't ever give up, okay? Don't ever give up on yourself. Just keep going because no matter what you're doing, you're building something, and all that effort will go towards your business, okay? So don't give up. Don't give up. The other thing is, if you do hit Success Club 5, that is awesome. Don't take a vacation. Don't pat yourself on the back. I got 5. I'm just going to put my feet on the couch and I'm good for the whole month. Because as I said earlier, I'm always planning for Success Club the following month, weeks in advance, okay? So don't just relax because you hit this goal. You got to keep going, okay? Because maybe you can hit Success Club 10, or maybe you can have all your prospects ready so that on the following month and the first of the month, bam, they start ordering stuff. And now you got a head start on Success Club 5 for the next month, okay? So it kind of ties in together earlier with what I was saying is you have to press play in your business every day. You can't take a week or 2 off from your workout routine because you hit your goal weight. Why would you do that? You can keep going and get more results, okay? So, a lot of this really has to do with the whole business routine, like I said in the beginning. You really got to think of your coach business as this daily business routine that you come in and you work continuously every day, because that's how you got results with the fitness routine. That's how you're going to get results with the business routine as well. So you just keep working it. And the last thing I would say to have the right mindset is you really cannot think of people as numbers. You cannot think of people as Success Club points, because if you're in a position where you want Bob or Betty to order this last challenge pack so you hit Success Club and you start pressuring them and put them in a corner, okay, not only are they going to say no, they're not going to talk to you again probably. You just burned a really good prospect. So that kind of goes back to the beginning where I said is you have to continuously find prospects so you're not in this situation where you're dependent on a very few people, okay, because it takes a lot of context. It takes a lot of follow-ups. Like I said earlier, it takes me 2 months to get usually an order. In September, I started September, and my goal was just 5 points. I'm like, okay, I'm going to try and shoot for 5. I wound up with 15, whether I liked it or not. because everything just kept popping. Everything, all the people I've been working with a few months, they all just decided September's the month I'm ordering stuff, okay? And you want to be in this position where you have a lot of opportunity, because let's face it, Bob and Betty, they're going to order when they are ready, when they're ready to commit. They're not going to order because you're pressuring them to order because you want to hit Success Club for the month. So to alleviate that, you need to have more prospects. So that way you just work with people. You don't spend so much time pressuring people, again, like their numbers. You just kind of work with them. You do friendly follow-ups, and eventually they do order, and you start getting those points that start hitting every month, okay? All right. So that's the foundation. You got to have a business routine. You got to schedule it. You got to work it every day. You got to have the right mindset. Now I'm going to go into what I call the Success Club non-negotiable toolbox, okay? These are things that I'm constantly using with my customers and prospects to try and get, challenge group members and challenge packs, okay? I would say my best tool is Shakeology sample packs, okay? If you're not doing sample packs, man, you are really making it harder for yourself, okay? Because if you can get someone to sample Shakeology, then they already have one foot in the door. And there's a big debate on giving free sample packs versus selling. I sell packs. I've been selling packs for 5-6 years now, even before. I don't know why it took me so long to have a sample pack at Team Beachbody, to be honest. So I invented the whole selling the sample packs, and I've been doing that for years. And I have a whole separate video that goes through A to Z on how selling sample packs, why it's useful, why it's smart to do it, how it increases your conversion. So I'm going to let that video speak for itself, and I can share that with you. All you need to know now is by selling a sample set of Shakeology, I do all 5 flavors, it increases, well, first of all, it identifies who's a hot prospect, because someone may not be willing to spend $130 in Shakeology. They don't know what it's like, but they can spend $26 for 5. And if they do that, they're interested. And that's going to increase your chances of going to the next step, which is a challenge pack, okay? So if you're not doing that, like I said, you're making it harder on yourself. Now, coach leaders, if I said out of 10 prospects, if one of your prospects turned into a customer, that's probably a pretty good statistic, right? 1 in 10 is pretty decent. You'd be happy with 1 in 10. If you were to sell 4 sets, Shakeology sets in a month, I guarantee you'll get 1 or 2 challenge pack orders. Because again, they're invested already. They're already interested. So it's kind of like a mini step in between a challenge pack. So if you're not promoting and trying to find opportunity for Shakeology trial packs, you're going to make it harder for yourself. And then this is what I tell all my coaches. Every prospect you meet is automatically a Shakeology prospect, because anybody can make a shake and use it to lose weight. It's so simple. So whenever you're working with prospects or even customers or in your groups that aren't on Shakeology, you should always be looking for an opportunity to invite them to sample Shakeology. I went a lot longer on that than I wanted to, because I have a whole video that goes into that. So I'm going to stop right there and urge everybody to watch that video, which I will share, okay? So my next toolbox tip is use the challenge pack sales to your advantage. These challenge pack sales are incredible. I mean, $140 for Shakeology and usually a brand new program is better than what we can get with our 25% discount. It's such a smoking deal. It's crazy. So what I like to use a lot is the $10 buzzword. Bob, Betty, I know you're using the Shakeology. I'm glad it's working for you. I'm glad to see you in my groups. For $10, would you like a new program? Okay. Most people would say, hell yeah, I want a new program for only $10. But what are you, for real? $10? Yeah, for $10. Because a $140 challenge pack, Shakeology is $130, so $10 more. It's a new program. It's an incredible deal. So I use that $10 buzz phrase a lot. So what I'm doing is basically I'm upselling from just Shakeology to now a challenge pack. And even if they don't have a specific program in mind, the club, the on-demand challenge pack is gold. I'm always promoting the on-demand challenge pack. And I'm going to talk a little bit about conversions in a little bit. But you should always have on your radar these $10 additions for the challenge packs. So, like if someone's enjoying their Shakeology, I'll say for $10, would you, for $10, you can get 90 days of the club membership. I mean, that'll give you 10% discounts on your Shakeology. That'll pay for itself. And you can use the on-demand and stream any of these awesome titles for 90 days. Normally it's $12 a month, but you can get it $10 for 3 days, okay? That is such a huge bargain that I really don't have a lot of people that turn that down, but you have to be inviting people to that idea so that way you can upsell them to the challenge pack. So that's a very powerful tool in your toolbox that everybody should be using, okay? Now, I will say another strategy of mine is I like to know exactly what my customers are ordering. I know what they've ordered and I know when, because I'm spotting opportunities to either upsell or convert, okay? Now, let me stop for just a second. I want to go back because one of the things I like to do with my members is I love to plant the seed that I can help them get a better deal, okay? So Bob, Betty, hey, listen, when you're ready to buy your next fitness program or, buy some more supplements, why don't you do yourself a favor and come to me, because I know all the sales, the promotions, the specials, and even tips and tricks that people don't even know that will get you a better deal, okay? I love planting that seed, and Bob and Betty, they will come back. They'll say, you know what, I'm ready to buy X3. You told me that you might have something for me. What do you have? And that just presents this opportunity to do an upsell or conversion, which I'll get to in just a second, okay? So a lot of times, yes, they will come to me because I plant that seed, and I do it in a way that it's not salesy at all. I'm just looking out for them. I want to make sure that they don't have to pay full price. And sometimes I'll say that, unless you want to pay full price, that's fine. You want to pay full price? Go ahead. Nobody wants to do that. I will say that this does not work on prospects. You cannot say to a prospect, when you're ready to order, Bob, come to me. I'll score you. I'll give you a score. It's not going to work. They're not going to come to you at all. And they're going to think that you're just selling them. But if they're your customer, then it becomes more of a customer service. And they like that. They like the fact that you're looking out for them and you're going to get them a better deal. Okay. So plant that seed. So what are these deals? Okay. I don't think a lot of people are aware of conversions. Okay. And there's also upsells. I think I'll talk about the upsell first, because that's pretty easy. Say Bob orders Shakeology. Okay. He's in your challenge group. He's done it once. His second one's about to post in a week. You go to Bob and you say, Bob, remember when I said that, I could help you get that Shakeology for cheaper? Okay. Well, your Shakeology is going to post in a week. And, I'd like to help you out with that. Okay. So you get conversations started. So now you have this opportunity. You set the stage. You planted the seed that you're going to get him a better deal. Now you presented the opportunity because you know exactly what they've ordered and when, okay? So this is an opportunity to upsell to a on-demand challenge pack, for example. Hey, for $10 more, you can get your next program, or something like that. And it works extremely well. And I do have to say that Beachbody a lot of times, I think other coaches can vouch for this. Beachbody's still making mistakes on Success Club. They're supposed to take away points, right? You're only supposed to get 2 points, period. But you still get them, whatever. It's like a bonus. It's like ticker tape parade when you get bonus points, okay, that you're not supposed to have. So that's why I'm always looking for ways to upsell and convert, because, hey, I might get the points. And even if I don't get the points, what I've done is I've strengthened the relationship with the customer, because that's the ultimate goal, is to keep the customer happy and to keep them going with whatever they're doing to get results, so they're even happier and maybe turn into a coach and stuff like that, okay? So if I know what they're ordering, then I could contact them and find ways to upsell. Now, here's what I like, is the conversions. A lot of people don't know this, okay? So listen up. If a customer's ordered Shakeology HD by itself, if a customer's ordered a program by itself, boo-hoo, right? But if they ordered those two, within 30 days, they can call Beachbody. They will turn it into a challenge pack. They'll do a partial rebate to the customer, and you may get the Success Club points, depending on your situation, okay? That is huge. That is powerful. And if it's a member you've been working with, like I just had a member, Helen, okay? She was in my September challenge group. She literally did that. She bought a program, and then she had Shakeology like a week apart. And then I went to her, and I'm like, hey, how would you like to get 25% on those 2 items that you already bought, okay? That's the other thing. Customers love, who would not want to buy get 25% rebate on something they already paid full price for? And how do I know this? Is because I went into their history and I know exactly what they're ordering and when. Let's face it, if you want success and you want Success Club points and all that, you can't wait for it to come to you. You can't expect it to come to you. You have to be on it. You have to be looking at what your prospects or your customers are doing and find opportunities and go for it. So I told her to spiel, and sure enough, she called them up and I got 2 points. And, actually I had one because she has Shakeology, but now it's a challenge pack. So I got an additional point, and she's happy as a clam, okay? And that just works really well. So again, if they order it separately, they have 30 days. So I'm always looking out. If I see someone, they only order Shakeology, then I'll tell them about the on-demand challenge pack. Well, hey, for $10 more, since you already ordered Shakeology, in fact, I say this a lot. Sorry if I'm talking fast, but I say this a lot. You know what? Because you order Shakeology, you actually qualify for a special discount, or I'll say a secret discount. And I'll kind of leave it at that. And they want to know what that is. And then I tell them, well, what does it mean? It means you can get a better deal on the program. And I'll work out the math later. Or, the on-demand challenge pack. Hey, for $10 or more, you can get an on-demand challenge pack. You can get 90 days of stream whatever title you want, 10% discounts for only $10, okay? Because you ordered that Shakeology. So I'm always looking for what people order. If they only ordered a program, then sometimes I'll tell them about how they can get Shakeology a heck of a lot cheaper. It's usually about $50 cheaper. So it keeps going back to knowing exactly what your customers are ordering and when. So you got to keep track of that stuff, because there's opportunity there. There's lots of opportunity there. And customers love it when you find them a good deal on something that they've already ordered or something that they can order. And it's just going to help get you Success Club points and happy customers, okay? Now, here's the thing. In the old days, I would ask my customers, okay, great. Why don't you cancel your HD that's going to post in a week, and then we'll order this fresh challenge pack. That way you don't get 2 orders that come to your house, and you get the 30-day on-demand service that comes with it, okay? That's what I used to do in the old days, and it works. It kind of worked, but there were some times where I'm like, Bob, come, I'm trying to rope them in. You haven't canceled that HD. Come on with the plan, right? Now you can do it yourself. They have forms. You can fill out the Shakeology form yourself. As soon as Bob and Betty gives you the green light, they're like, yeah, I want 90 days of the on-demand for only $10. You could go in with their info, because you know their email address, you know their order number, you know all that stuff. You could fill out the form yourself. You can cancel their HD Shakeology. You can cancel their club membership. You can do all that stuff, and then that way when they order the challenge pack, it's nice and fresh. Because see, that's the other thing. If they're already a club member, they got to cancel it. So I tell them, Bob, let's cancel your club right now, so that way when you order the on-demand, you get the 90 days. Otherwise, it won't kick in. Oh, thanks, Dave. Thanks for that. And like I said, what's awesome is we control that now. All we need is the green light from them, and we can go in and cancel all their stuff, and then all I have to do is just order. It just makes it so much easier now.
Hey,
and this all, yeah.
So how do we cancel customers' orders? I didn't know we could do that.
Yeah, well, there's that form. If I knew how to share the screen, I would do it.
Hey Dave.
Yeah.
They just closed that loophole. So now to do any cancellations, they have to either call or do a live chat.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you cannot email cancellations anymore.
No, it's not email. It's a form. Let me see if I can figure out how to share my screen.
Yeah, I tried the form for one of my own the other day, and it pops you right into the live chat, but you should try it.
Okay. I mean, I literally did this a couple of weeks ago, but here, can you all see my screen right now?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the normal contact form. You're correct, John, that you don't email Coach Relations. They stopped that long ago. Now what you do is you come to this portal, but instead of saying that you're a coach, you don't want to say you're a coach. You just say you're them. Right. And then you put in your email address, okay? You put in the subject. Yeah.
As soon as you pick cancellation in that request, the next screen is going to dump you into the live chat.
Oh, they changed it.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
You should test it out, but it's going to say, hey, you got to call us or chat. They want a chance to ask the customer why.
Okay.
And,
I didn't know that. Well, shoot. That was a good thing I just learned a couple of months ago. I was using it. So then you got to go old school and have them cancel. But, I work with my customers and I explain to them how it's to their advantage and how it works out. Because, again, if they're going to order a challenge pack, an on-demand challenge pack, or even a regular challenge pack, if they want that free 30 or 90 days, they have to cancel their current club. So I let them know what's going on. Sometimes I get on the phone with them. But it's all customer relations. And so if they do cancel that and then they order that challenge pack, then they're just really happy. Hold on one second. I just changed my view. Okay. So they closed that, but you could still work it. And so I just want to make sure everyone's clear on the challenge pack conversions especially, okay? Because I don't think a lot of people know that within 30 days, that people can do that. Hold on, I'm just trying to switch my view here. Go back to how it was, and it's not working. Okay.
Just this is John again, just to comment on those conversions. I've had a couple recently that were really ugly when the customer called customer service. So they don't always get a knowledgeable rep, and sometimes the customer service rep won't know what they're talking about.
Right.
I usually give my customer the FAQ number and say, don't be afraid to refer to this number and actually walk the rep through the process. But sometimes they have to call 2 times to get it to work.
Yep. And that's usually why I have a common practice of telling people, if you get a rep that doesn't know, let me know is what I say. But I like your way even better. And then you can also reassure them that it's been going on for years. But yeah, sometimes I have to warn people that you might get a rep who doesn't realize that.
And also a suggestion that I do is I do a 3-way call. So I get them on the phone and then, just do a 3-way call with Coach Relations. And that way I can talk, on them as well, right?
Yeah. So, I like that too. That's even better. That's cool. Okay.
So that works out.
And Coach Relations will do that transaction for the customer?
Yes. Yeah. As long as the customer's on the phone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. I like that a lot. Okay. I had another tip to share. It has nothing to do with Success Club, but it's kind of like a secret tip that I don't think a lot of people are aware of. This is very useful if you need an active coach, like you're about to drop rank. Because one thing I don't like to do is I personally don't try to pressure my coaches to stay active. I mean, if they're active, it's because they're building their business. One of my upline used to send emails every week, get active, get active, get active. That's all he ever said. I would just delete his emails. I couldn't stand it. But if you're in a position where you need an active coach, if someone's ever ordered a challenge pack, ever in their history as a customer, they can sign up and get the free waiver. They have to do a little bit different. They have to sign up and then send in a form. But they can sign up as a coach for free. Now, if that customer who now is a coach had ordered anything within the last 14 days, they can have that customer order moved over to their coach account. So they get a partial rebate and they get active points. So if you're looking for a quick active coach, then you can possibly reach out to a good customer who's ordered stuff who can bump up the discount. This is a little FYI kind of off the topic, but it's a little something that I don't think a lot of people are aware of. Okay. All right. So let's see. My next tool in my box is to have what I call a fire sale. Okay. What's a fire sale? If you're having a yard sale and your house is on fire, you're going to sell the prices so low just to get out the door. Because if you don't, it's just going to go up in flames. Okay. So a fire sale is kind of like a last minute promotion that I sometimes use for people. And it's just to entice people. And, I try not to make it personal, like coming from me, because if you kind of go to Bob and Betty and there's 5 days left in the month, you're like, oh, by the way, I'm giving away a free this with the challenge pack. It kind of looks desperate, okay? But if you turn it around and say, hey, good news, Bob, you know how we're talking about that challenge pack? My sponsor just said he's doing a last minute promotion where he's offering blah, 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 okay? When you present it like someone else has this offer for you, it's almost like, it's awesome because you're looking out for them. It's like, Bob, I just found out something and this is perfect for you. But if you yourself are offering the same last minute promotion, it just comes off as desperation. But anyway, so a fire sale is really good. And you can use anything you want. You can do things like free fixate book. You can do free bonus discs, whatever. You come up with whatever promotion it is, but make it third party. Okay, don't make it from yourself. And that does work, especially if it's something that they like that they can use, okay? And then kind of the opposite is running a promotion. Instead of having a fire sale, waiting for the last minute, you can run a promotion from the beginning. So you can use any number of things that you want for free. I started running a different kind of promotion where I gave people choices of what they buy. So I would give examples of all the things you can buy, but I literally gave them an opportunity to pick whatever bonus they wanted by ordering the challenge pack. And that actually works a lot better, because if someone can get something for free that they actually want, then it's much better. But if you're just throwing in this, Brazil butt lift master series to Bob, I don't think Bob's going to want that. He's not going to order a challenge pack to get that. Okay. But if you give him a bunch of options and he sees something he likes, he might. So get creative. This is time to get creative. Think of a promotion, especially with October. Personally, October is kind of a very low month for myself, and I am going to be doing some sort of promotion. I just haven't thought of it yet. So promotions are great, and you kind of advertise it and get it out there, because you never know if someone will use that opportunity to get something for free along with their challenge pack. Okay. And then my last tool is what I call the ace in the hole, which is like a emergency backup oh shit plan. And I try not to use it, but that's like when you got to call mom or dad or a good friend, and they can order a challenge pack or that one Shakeology to give you that last point. It's not something I really use anymore, unless it's Success Club 10, because the return of investment is much better. And I try not to use it in general. So as I was saying earlier, I always assume I'm going to hit Success Club. I always fight to my last breath. I really don't want to use an ace in the hole, especially if that ace in the hole happens to be on vacation and they're not available. So I try not to think about it, but at least I have something in the back of my head as like a backup of a backup plan. And so that can be particularly useful. So that's kind of all I had to have to share. Hopefully I didn't go too fast. Hopefully I provided something. I guess we can open up to Q&A and then maybe swap some ideas, because so far I've heard some pretty good suggestions to build upon what I was saying.
Yeah, awesome tips, Dave. I had a question. I'll start us off. So you said that you run a 5-day clean eating group, right?
Yeah.
And you make them buy Shakeology samples. Do you have a problem getting people into your free group knowing that they have to buy something?
It's not a free group. I used to do free 5-day clean eating challenges, and I get people who sign up and they would register, they would get in the group, and they wouldn't post anything. They wouldn't do anything, and in fact, I've done free fitness groups, and it's kind of the same way. People get really excited. They just didn't do anything. So I already knew how powerful selling the sample sets were, getting them in people's hand. I decided that, if people are going to get into this group, it really ties together for one, is Shakeology. So I promote the heck out of it. And every now and then I get a question like, why is it required? And I say, well, it's a clean eating plan. And this gives you ultimate nourishment and blah, digestive enzymes, blah, blah, blah. It ties in together, but it also gives people an opportunity to get into the group. And it is a small investment. I don't know. I just don't do the free anymore. It doesn't work for me. So I sell the sample packs because that's a goal of mine anyway. I'm always trying to sell sample packs. I also give people the option of doing a 3-day refresh. And I'm very surprised that half the people go for 3-day refresh, and most of the time it's a 3-day refresh challenge pack. I didn't think I could do that because I think 3-day refresh is too expensive, even with the sale. But people do it. They order the 3-day refresh. So I have my 5-day plan. In fact, I just revamped it. So I picked a lot of meals out of the Fixate group. So that way at the end I could say, guess what? And I have a little video saying, hey, you've been doing all these recipes in this Fixate group. So it gives me something to talk about. But it's a really good plan. It's basically the Fixate group. They could do the 3-day refresh for 3 of those days. But yeah, I tie it in and it works great. It works great. And it helps me get Success Club points and challenge groups and orders and discount coaches down the line, all that good stuff.
Awesome. Also, I just want to point out to people that, if you don't have a lot of samples, like Dave gives one of every sample and you have those on hand, I assume, right? If you guys don't have samples, the Beachbody sells the sampler pack, right? They'll sell like 7 every flavor. It's a 7-pack for $35, I think. And then they have the vegan flavors for $19 or something like that. So you can get 4 or 3, I don't know how many vegan flavors packets there are, but it's just another suggestion, just throwing that out there.
Yeah. I personally have never sold a trial pack from Team Beachbody that I recommended, because I think it takes away the coach element. It takes away the customer service of talking with the customer and working with them and sending them out yourself. So what I do with my downline is I say, hey, if you're missing flavors, I'll send you some. So that way they can just get a couple of packs off me, so they have a full set. And a lot of times I'll drop ship too. Like people will say, hey, I don't have, can you drop ship for a customer for me? Yeah, no problem. I do that for them. Eventually you want to get to the position where, yeah, you have all 5 flavors. And I do go for all 5. And I need to post that video all about Shakeology trial pack sets, because I think it's pretty powerful. I think it's something everybody should be doing.
Cool.
So, yeah.
You can take yourself off mute. Anybody have a question for Dave?
I see a lot of stuff in the chat.
Hey, so Dave, where are you prospecting these days? Where are you filling your new contacts from?
You know what? I'm still working on a lot of prospects that I built from my early days. You know, I don't do a lot of cold prospecting right now, and I'm not in a position where I really need to because I'm working with a lot of people. So I get people from the free leads. Surprisingly, I get people who contact me. Occasionally, I get a blog lead, and I got a lot of customers. I have a customer right now who I worked with P90X from Team Beachbody message boards like 5 years ago, and he's back. You know, he saw me inviting for one of my groups on Facebook, and we started talking. So personally, I'm not doing the whole cold market right now. So that would have to be someone else that you'd have to like.
Do you still work the message boards like you used to?
No, I do it maybe twice a year. I really don't get in there a whole lot. I think the last time I was in there this year was maybe early summer. I'm not in there that much. And sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. I'm basically on Facebook. That's all I'm doing right now. And then I just started using the Challenge Tracker app, which I really like. Works really well.
Okay.
Anybody else? Someone's got to have some question. How's everyone doing with their goals right now? Their coach goals? Don't be afraid.
Sarah's making a face and shaking her head. So,
Okay, well, I'm sitting on 1 point right now, but I'm going to end the month at least 5. So
nice.
I'm happy. Hey, you started talking about the the challenge pack conversions and customer.
Yeah.
You know, the customer leads just kind of build on the points. You know, you need points to get them, and then when you get a customer lead that orders a program, if they return your email, it's a very simple conversation to upsell them and upgrade them to a challenge pack. And then you get the commission on the original order. You know, you get the challenge pack and the points.
Yeah.
So you turn a nothing into 2 points. And I'm working with one girl right now trying to do that.
Yep. Yeah, it all comes down to, I mean, if you have customers, you have to know what they're ordering at all times. Keep a spreadsheet if you have to, because there's lots of opportunities to upsell.
But with free customers, they don't tell us, right?
I don't know. If you go in their history, I think sometimes it says in the title. Oh, no, you mean like a free sign up? Or you mean like a free customer that because they ordered something?
No, like Beachbody gives you a free customer because you hit Success Club 5 the previous month. Like if you look at their order history, there's nothing there.
There's nothing. But you know what you do? What I do, I ask them, you know, so what did you buy? The company doesn't tell me that. And they'll come back and tell me what they bought.
Yeah. Or sometimes they'll put as their preferred program, Body Beast.
Yeah.
They probably bought Body Beast at beachbody.com.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Dave, you were mentioning earlier in terms of preparing for the next month for Success Club.
Yeah.
Can you like elaborate on that? Are you trying to get them to defer to buying the next month, or is it you're still relationship building?
It's both, actually. Yeah. Sometimes with my good customers, they're like ready to order. I'll say, hey, you know what? If you could do me a favor, just wait 3 days. Okay. Maybe sometimes I'll give them something for free or whatever. But yeah, I defer things. I think some of us here do that. Other times it's just working with the prospects. And if I'm at a point where, you know, I'm ahead of the game and I'm, you know, getting ready for the next month, I'll just do a lot of friendly follow-ups. What I call a friendly follow-up is you don't talk Beachbody. See, that's the thing. When I'm trying to convert a prospect to a customer, a lot of times I'm not talking Beachbody. And there was some point in my career that I kind of gave up on trying to always get them towards a product, because it really comes down to, you know, number one, they're going to decide when they're ready to do a program. And number two, they're going to buy because they like you. And so a lot of times I'm just chatting about their dogs or we chat about work and things like that. And I'll use that time to do that. And then the following month, when I'm doing my challenge group, I'm like, hey, Bob, I'm, you know, running that challenge group again. Last time we talked about it a little bit. You down for a challenge this time? So I kind of bring it up later. And but I guess what I'm trying to say is I'm always working with the prospect on just cultivating a relationship and keeping those contacts going.
Yeah, I do the same thing. I mean, like now I've got 3 customers in the queue for, you know, October 1st, you know. So, I mean, I just tell them, hey, I'm running the special in October. You know, if you want a free Big Say cookbook, you know, would you mind waiting till Saturday to order? And they're like, no, heck no, that'll work out better for me. I'm like, okay, great. You know? Because I mean, I'm at 12, so is it going to do me any good to get to 20? Not really. You know, I'm still going to get the commission, and I don't get any benefit to getting to 20. So, you know, I just tell them to hold.
That's exactly what I do. See, I've never tried to personally drive my numbers up. I've always gone for 5 or 10. That's it. And so I'll do exactly that. I'll try and defer people, and I'll maybe give something free and stuff like that. Yeah. I think the number one thing is you just have to have prospects. You have to have a lot of prospects. So if your prospect list, I hope everybody has a list. If you don't have a list of names, you've got to get on that. That's like that's my no excuses minimum with my team. You have to have a prospect list. So if it's looking really bleak, then you need to divert your resources and your training to learning how to increase your prospects, because you want a big customer pool and you want to work with them, do friendly follow-ups and kind of chat with them. You don't want to be in a position where you have these deadlines.
Yeah.
So it's a process. It's a process.
You constantly have to be bringing in new people. And I posted a couple videos this week. One is on an Instagram process, which will give you people in your queue, that list that Dave's talking about. I posted that in the Engage group. That's great. And I also, in the Diamonds to Dollars group, Jennifer Wooten posted a great video on how to get your Facebook funnel going, right? Of getting prospects by going into groups and stuff. So those are two great ways. If you guys do not have enough prospects like Dave is talking about, you need to study, you know, those videos and start implementing. All right. Well, thanks everyone. And thank you, Dave. I think that was great. And I'll post the recording and I'll post your homework so everybody can tell us.
Okay.
And the video, right?
Yeah, I got to post that video. Yeah, I'll do it on the event page. Yeah. So that way y'all can watch. It's about 20 minutes, but I think it's worth a look. I think everyone should give it a look, because you got to be selling these sample sets. I lay it all out in that video. So you watch it. You know what? Comment to me if you think it's a good idea or not. I'd like to hear it.
All right. Well, thank you, Dave. Thank you, Greg.
Thank you.